Not using AI could cost you millions of dollars. AI is revolutionizing every industry, and it can do the same for your finances. Ignoring its power would leave you behind everyone else. So over the last few months, I've tested the ChatGPT to understand how it can help anyone to improve his financial health. And my objective was simple: discover the 5 ways ChatGPT can boost your finances. So in this video, I will show you these 5 ways to use ChatGPT, how anyone, regardless of their financial situation, can use them to drastically improve their financial health, as well as some examples showing the power of AI in personal finance. And by the end of the video, you will have the tools to transform your financial situation in just few months. So this first point is a game changer. I am sure that anyone can use it, and I regularly use it too, because it solves one of the biggest financial struggles that every person has in its own financial life. Have you ever wondered, can I really afford this apartment? Can I buy a new car? Or maybe just, can I buy a new phone? It is difficult to answer these questions. Nothing is black and white, and so reaching a decision without having any type of doubt in your mind is basically impossible. Or at least it was. Recently, I was asking myself the same for my apartment. Is it too expensive? Should I pay less? So I asked ChatGPT this. So in a matter of seconds, ChatGPT analyzed my financial situation and evaluated if I could afford my apartment or not. And this is great because it gave me all the information I needed to take a simple decision. For example, here it calculates how much of my income is dedicated to rent. And this to verify that I'm not spending too much money on my apartment. But also here down, it also provides me some steps to reach my final objective. And you can do the same if you want to buy a car. The prompt will basically be the same. So if you use this formula, you will get a clear help on this financial decision. But it can do even more. Because maybe you want to know more about the pros and the cons of a specific decision, like buying a house or renting it. You could also ask the risks related to this decision. Basically, you could ask anything you want to get some help from AI. And remember, the more information you give, the more personalized the answer you will get. So for example, if you want to buy a house, but at the same time you also want to buy a car, you should share this type of information. And in the end, thanks to this prompt, you will never struggle again to take a financial decision. But that's not the only thing with which you will never struggle again. Because this second prompt will eliminate one of the biggest pain points of anyone that wants to improve his finances. 79% of the people struggle with that. But thanks to ChatGPT, it will get much easier for you. And I've actually tested this point for 30 days and made a video about it. So basically, the first thing I did was to ask ChatGPT to analyze my expenses. And believe me, the detail with which it analyzed it was incredible. It immediately identified the areas of improvement. Secondly, I asked to develop a savings plan based on these expenses. And just like this, in a matter of seconds, I had a great plan tailored on my needs. And you can definitely do the same. So the first thing you have to do is to actually provide your expenses. And luckily, with the new update of ChatGPT, even on the free version, you can upload a picture. And like this, it becomes very simple. So ask ChatGPT to analyze them and create a savings plan based on that. And you can do it with this prompt. And look now at the detail of this plan. It goes through everything. For each category, it tells you actions you should take to reduce your expenses, as well as what your target should be. So basically, in just a couple of seconds, ChatGPT can make a savings plan based on your needs. And it also gives you concrete actions you can take to make it successful. This is super powerful. And if you want, you can even ask more detail. So for example, I want to better understand which are the unnecessary travel expenses. So I'm gonna just ask it to ChatGPT. So I'm not gonna go through this answer, but you get my point. ChatGPT can help you improve your savings in just a couple of seconds. Now, this next prompt will help you more than any financial advisor has ever done on this subject. It is a very sensitive issue, and it will definitely help you to put your finances in the good direction. And again, it is super simple, because if you're in debt, ChatGPT will develop your debt repayment plan. But not only that, it will also help you to decide the best strategy. It will help you prioritize your debts so that you will have a clear direction on how to face this mountain. And again, this will be tailored on your specific case, and it makes all the difference in the world. So let's try this prompt together. And see there, the plan is tailored on the numbers and the financial situation that I described. It tells you which should be the priorities, as well as the time frame and the recommendations to boost your debt repayment. Like this, it is very simple to understand what to do to get out of debt. You have like these very simple and actionable steps, and this will make it much easier to execute the plan. Now, this is my favorite use of ChatGPT for personal finance, and I believe it can really change your future in better. I used it and now I'm following what it told me. And to be honest, it looks really good. Because imagine you have a personal objective that you want to reach. It will most of the time be about money, or you will need money to reach it. So what you would normally do is to define a general plan by yourself. But it is not always easy to define such a plan, because there's always a lot that you still don't know and a lot that you will discover during the journey. But now with ChatGPT you can make a plan for whichever situation. Let's now take an example. So I want a plan that will make me 20 millions over the next 40 years. Let's see what ChatGPT says. In this case, ChatGPT is giving me an answer which is more general. There are too many variables. But as you can see, it already is a guideline on how I could reach this $20 million. But then I can go more in detail. What if I want to start a business? What should I do? So if, for example, I also share this information. So sharing more information about me, it immediately makes ChatGPT tell me what should I do with more detail, and if you look at it, the first answer is what I'm doing right now. And again, if you want to, you can go even more in detail. For example, you can ask how to start one of the businesses that ChatGPT proposed you. And so doing that, any objective you might have in your mind will get much clearer thanks to ChatGPT. And it will also provide you with actionable steps to reach it. So basically, in just a couple of minutes, using ChatGPT, you will find a good way to reach your goals. And you could use this same type of prompt if you are looking to buy a house or if you just want to travel the world for 5 years. So using this type of prompt will make it possible to have a detailed plan for whichever financial objective you want. And having such a plan will make it much easier to reach your final objective. Now, this is the best and most powerful way to use ChatGPT. And if you start using it, you will definitely make a huge step in your finances. But unfortunately, in this case, I don't have a specific prompt for you. It is up to you to make it. Because the power of ChatGPT is to be able to access to loads of data in just a matter of seconds. And this means that it can answer you any answer you want. Do you want to ask for a raise at work? ChatGPT can help you improving your negotiation skills. Do you want to compare banks to choose the best one for you? ChatGPT will help you. Do you want to start a business and you don't know how? Again, ChatGPT will help you. The limit is just your imagination and your needs. But remember, once again, it is important that you share your financial situation, because otherwise you will not have a personalized answer. And to help you get ideas on what you can ask to ChatGPT, you can find in the description a link with all the prompts that we have used in this video, as well as some ideas for this last point. But there is one more important thing to know. Even if I test all of the prompts we have used and they work correctly for me, you can be sure that everything that AI shares with you will be always correct. This is why ChatGPT has to be a tool that you add to your financial knowledge, because this is the only way to be sure not making costly errors. And this is why, if you don't want to make these errors and lose thousands of dollars, you have to learn personal finance first. And you can start by watching this video. Thank you for watching and see you soon.